right, guys, we're slowly moving into that fall time frame now. And fall, in my mind, is a lot of times jig season. Whether you're jigging, this time of year, early fall, it might be half a night crawler. It could be a plastic. It could be a minnow. One of my favorite jigs to pair with all of these things are the Kalin's Pendu jigs. They range in sizes all the way from like a 16th or an 8th all the way up to 3/8. So they fit a lot of those different applications that you're going to be using in the fall when you're jig fishing. One of my favorite things about the Kalin's Pendu jig is the articulating swinging hook. So if you're pairing this with a minnow or a half crawler or a plastic, a lot of times fish in the fall like a slower presentation. When you're fishing a slower presentation, you want a bait that has a lot of movement. So when I cast this out with a minnow on there and slowly twitch it around those walleyes I'm seeing up shallow or wherever they might be, that bait will have a lot of action at a slow speed. It also features a very strong hook, number one, with a very thick, heavy wire keeper, which is awesome for keeping a half crawler on, a minnow on, or your favorite plastic on it. Fall's a time of transitioning walleyes. So they're moving from where they were in the summer to where they're gonna be in the fall. And we've dedicated a lot of time on the Walleye Now app to just this, how those fish move, where we see them set up, how specifically to dial in your graph, and what you should be looking at for as far as structure goes to get around a lot of these fall transition walleyes. So for all of that kind of content, jump over to the Walleye Now app and get on the exclusive side. Click on early fall or late fall based on what time frame you're talking about, and look at all of those situational tips, all of those location tips, and all those little presentation tips that we do a lot of times in the fall when we're jig fishing. To find a bunch of these Pendu jigs, get online at sportsmansguide.com. They're one of my favorite fall time, really all season jigs, and you can catch a lot of fish in the fall on a jig. With some of my favorite jigs and some of the best walleye fishing information available right on the Walleye Now app, you guys will be set up for success come fall time.